Good morning, Wellness for Warriors. This is Samantha, and I am bringing you our PowerPoint lesson that we did back in the holiday season with Carrie via Teams. And this is part one. We're going to go over about 5 of the tools that I use to be resilient. So if you would like any more video lessons on how to use these more effectively, contact us at Wellness for Warriors at coxhealth.com. The first tool that I really love is my Garmin Vivo Smart 4 Health Monitor watch. It is discreet. It gives me amazing feedback when I wear it regularly. I can download the data to my phone, and if I'm having a really bad day, I can go, okay, did I sleep well? Is my breathing off? You know, where's my body battery, which is your energy? Do I need to eat? Do I need more rest? I can monitor the fluids I drink. It works wonderfully with MyFitnessPal that many of you already use during your workouts, and to make sure that you're eating healthy with, protein, carbs, and fats, and sugars, and salts, and all that. And this really is a good tool because if you're not sleeping well, if you're not breathing well, if your heart rate is out of whack, this is a good way to have scientific-based evidence to take to your doctor and say, hey, for the longest time I was doing great. All of a sudden in the last 6 weeks, I've seen a trend that my heart is doing this, my breathing is doing this. It automatically logs when you've been moving for so many minutes as a walk, or if you're in a full-blown run, because as frontline workers or first responders or military personnel can tell you, you can go from being peaceful to chaotic in less than 5 seconds flat. So this is an amazing tool. I did research. This is what we felt was best for our family. There's the Apple. There is multiple other brands out there that you can choose to use that would work best for you. This is the one we prefer. I may be upgrading mine to one of their others, depending on what the doctor says. I will say this much. I actually took the scientific data to my doctor and I said, hey, I'm seeing a trend here. This was not happening last year. Yeah, it was going off, but I could pinpoint why it was going off. I either had too much caffeine and my heart rate spiked, or I was stressed out. We were in crisis mode in our house due to, either being sick or other situations that came up. So I would highly recommend getting one of these to help you be more resilient. Oh, my favorite. I wish I could get one of my family members to use this. It would help keep them on track much more easily and available. It has a family calendar feature, meaning each person gets a different color so you know who's doing what. It has individualized to-do lists. Let me tell you, I can make it up for my family members. They can log in, and as they're tracking their stuff they need to do, either for me or for school or for work, they can check it off, and they feel accomplished for the day. Amazing feature is a shopping list. The shopping list feature allows you to have a live active shopping list. You can add to it, you can delete from it. The shopping list works with the recipe feature. You can only use the full-blown recipe feature when you're using your laptop, desktop, iPad. What this does is you can either use the recipes already loaded into Cozy, or you can find one on the internet and download it into this software. And not just you, but everybody else can see this recipe and use it as an effective tool to be healthy. Now, when you do that, there's an option in recipes that says, would you like to add this ingredient, or actually all the ingredients, to your shopping list. So if you find something and you add it and you want to make it that night, you have a specific shopping list that has everything you need for that recipe by itself. So you don't forget anything because it's wrapped up in another shopping list. Cozy today. Okay, this is the thing that keeps me from overbooking myself. As you can see, Cozy today is shown on the screen. It says upcoming events. This is where I can go. If someone calls me and say, hey, can we have a quick meeting? I can say, not today, I'm overbooked. Maybe this day at this time. If I can't give them a for sure answer, I usually go into the actual calendar and go, send me an email of what you have, and let me go back and see what I have available, and then we can really work on having an amazing scheduling feature with other people in our team. All right, guys. I will admit to you, I am a pillow and blankets girl. This is one of my tools to stay resilient. I have certain pillows, I have certain blankets that if I have them on me, I actually relax and sleep better. I've been this way since I was a child. Many of us were. Since a child, we needed a specific pillow, a blanket, or a stuffed animal. Let's just be real. We are going to stay that way. That will not change. Some people outgrow it. I never outgrew it because of my learning disability. It helps me. Whatever you use, great. But this is a cheap, I say cheap, it's actually an affordable tool to use that you can find something. If you find something that you really like and it helps you, either a pillow or a blanket, my recommendation, we say this about toddlers, buy extra. Well, as an adult, you're going to wear it out. You're going to spill something on it. You're going to leave it somewhere because you spent the night. I learned this the hard way. My daughter got a service dog puppy, and she was training it. I forgot to lock the door to my room, and she got in there one day and took all 3 of my favorite blankets. So for about 6 weeks until I replaced those 3 blankets, I was a very grumpy soul because I didn't have the things that just made me go, oh, I can relax and go to sleep for the night. So I would highly recommend having backups to your ones that you're currently using. All right, let's just be honest. We all have our favorite cup. I used to walk around at one of the schools I taught at saying, I have my adult sippy cup today. Whether that is a coffee mug, a Yeti cup, a water bottle. We all have that special cup that we just like to drink out of. My children will tell you I have certain mugs that hang up on my kitchen door for me to grab in the morning to drink my morning coffee with, or tea, whatever I'm choosing to drink that morning. And if it's not clean and if it's not available because they've decided not to do dishes and they've taken mine, it doesn't end very well for anybody in the house. My next favorite thing to do is crock pots and mason jars. At our house, we have 3 people in college, 3 people working, and 3 people either volunteering or being with study groups nonstop. If you were to look at my calendar, you would go, how do you get any of this done in one day? Because we have to plan it in advance. Usually we have 3 crock pots at a time going. It's a smorgasbord of dishes that's being cooked. Once it's done being cooked, I either put it in my mason jars or I cook it directly in my mason jars in the oven. Once I'm done, I seal it with the jar real well. I label it with tape and a permanent marker, and once it's cooled enough, I put it in my upright freezer, and I have healthy meals to go. For lunch, for dinner, for breakfast, for snacks. I even include desserts because there are days, guys, I have a saying that you need dessert before dinner because it has been one of those days that you just need a little something to make it all better. I've got to thank Kay and Joseph because they totally get what I'm saying, dessert before dinner. The two of them are phenomenal.